Good morning. Happy Monday. I'm in my office. We're just getting up. I do have a cup of coffee early in the morning. So I'm just logging into my computer, getting stuff going. And we have a lot to discuss. I've been gone for a little bit, and we're going to talk about it. So let me get back to work and drinking my coffee, and we'll go into the first meal and talk about what has been going on. All right, everyone, we are back for first meal of the day. So, yes, I'm still not dressed. I'm working on it. Believe me, I'm working on it. Let me adjust you guys so that you can see actually what's going on here. Hold on a second. Okay, so let me explain what I have here. This is one of my chicken patties, and I'm running low. I love these chicken patties. They're so freaking convenient. This is a bagel. This is the Better Bagel, and I've added this into my rotation, and it works really well. And to be honest, sporadically, I was eating these when I was keto, so and it didn't bother me. It's just that these things, they're really good, but they're not the cheapest thing to buy. So, but they have a really good flavor, really good texture. The macros are simply amazing on here. Let's see, for one whole bagel is 160 calories, 2 grams of fat, 38 carbs, 34 dietary fibers, and 25 grams of protein. So this fits into my macros perfectly. What I'm going to do is go ahead and pop this into the, oh Lord, I was about to say microwave. No, it's going into the toaster. And I will show you the finished product, which is nothing fancy. So be right back. And here we are, our breakfast sandwich, very high protein. Again, this is the Better Bagel. Their products are really good. It's not that cheap, but they're really, really good. And looking at the macros, they can fit, depending on what your goals are, can fit into a ketogenic diet, a low carb diet, definitely an antibiotic diet. So here we are. I need to eat this and get back to work, and we're going to have a little bit of chit chat about where I've been and what's been going on. So I will see you guys a little bit later. All right, I am back, and it's time for the second meal. And I'm going to also get you guys caught up on where I've been. So second meal. So this is some cauliflower rice. It is the Indian curry cauliflower rice. Some about 25 grams of regular rice, and some pork loin. So that's that for that meal. So let me get you guys caught up. I'm gonna look at my calendar here. So we left on we drove to California. So on the 18th, we got there on the 19th. Now, when we drive, it takes anywhere from 21 to about 23 hours to get there. And that's just driving and maybe stopping, going to the bathroom, getting a bite to eat, and all that stuff. So, so we got there about, I can't even remember now, maybe about 11:30, 12 on a Friday. And by the time we got there, it was a kind of like a grayish, not as sunny of a day, but it was still warm and enjoyable weather. So I'm going to say maybe about 30 to 40 minutes after getting there, I got a phone call from an aunt to let me know one of my aunts was in the hospital with a brain tumor. That was Friday. So I got all the information for that. Later on that evening, I went to see my daughter and my grandbaby because I missed them so much. And we kind of hung out and I stayed with her overnight. The next day was the memorial service for my mother-in-law. So I came back to the house for that, helped to clean up and to place some things and all of that, got ready for that. That was a very long day. That was Saturday. Sunday, we got ready for my nephew's little wedding party. That was another very long day to drive out to LA and all of that. And plus, after that, since I was already in LA, I said, okay, let's just go see my aunt. So I went to go see my aunt in the hospital, which I'm glad I did. The next following day, be it a Monday, we had another small little mini service out at the cemetery before the burial and all of that. Then we headed back home. So it was just a round trip, just packed with everything. And getting home and just being totally exhausted. Both of us just exhausted. I think besides kind of a little bit of like physical fatigue, there was more emotional fatigue from all the range of emotions from all the events we attended. At least for me. I'm just going to say that for me it was. And trying to get back to a schedule, and I just didn't even bother to pick up the phone to film anything because everything was just going so fast and I was just so busy. And on top of that, when I got there to the mother-in-law's house, because they had been working on it and replacing the roof, the brother-in-law, the wires for like the phone and like internet cable and all that stuff was cut. So I didn't have access anyway. But again, was so busy, did not have time, any downtime to do anything, hardly nothing. It was just a whirlwind trip, and that was really packed full of emotional days. So I spent the last couple of days just trying to, unwind and unpack some of those emotions that I was feeling from all those days. So that's kind of where it was at. I didn't really do too much of a meal prep. I cooked a little bit so I could have something to eat. But other than that, not really. I somewhat stayed on track. How do I say this? I kind of stayed on track, but knowing I didn't hit my macros exactly. That's the best way I can put it. I know I was not nowhere drinking enough water because when I travel, especially driving like that, I slow down to the bare minimum of drinking because who wants to use those roadside rest toilets? Because a lot of them are not clean. Now we got lucky. We had some that were back to back, nice and clean and all that, but a lot of them it's just like, ugh. You don't want to if you don't have to. So there's that. So I'm still getting myself built back up with, especially my water. And I'm back to tracking. I wasn't that far off. I think while I was gone, I lost like half a pound, which, I just call that a maintain. I maintain. So, and I'm not weighing myself every single day because I'm taking I took up that challenge to just try to not get on the scale as much. So that's kind of, I know it was really fast, me talking, to get you guys caught up as to what has been going on, what I've been dealing with. And so here we are. I think if I were to do something like that again, I would not want it to be such a quick turnaround trip. I'll just put it that way. We did what we had to do. We got there, boom, 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 then back. So that was, just a lot. So I'm going to eat my lunch and get back to work. And I will be chatting with you guys a little bit later, but I wanted to let you know why there has not been any videos from me. All right, I am back and it is 4:40, time for meal number 3. It has been a busy day. I can't believe it. I've been working, but I've also been dealing with some other things while working, trying to get some things sorted out. The government is so messy. Their government websites is so messy. It's hard to figure out. It's hard to do anything with. That's all I'm going to leave it at. It's just a mess. But you're not here for that. Final meal. Normally when I say final meal, I'm showing you my third meal. And normally after that, I eat some yogurt. And I'm thinking tonight I may not, because I'm not super hungry. I'm actually making myself eat this because I want to get my protein in. So it's like a chicken taco bowl. And I have some pico de gallo under there, some cauliflower and Taco Bell sauce. And that's about it. So that's what I'm going to have. As it stands right now, I'm not feeling the yogurt, but I'm going to eat this down and sign off because today's been a little bit longer of a video because, you know, I did talk about why I was MIA for a little bit. So that made it a little bit longer than I wanted it to be. So I'm going to actually close it out now and get this video up for you guys. And I'll be continuing with my videos for Tuesday and Wednesday and get those out to you on Wednesday. And you'll be luckily getting this one hopefully tonight and not tomorrow. So I will see you guys in a few days. Mwah!